Good morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always, told how to voice the radio. So today we need to have a little bit of a chat about some stuff that frankly should make you very, very jealous indeed. Sound like a plan? Excellent. Because over in Singapore, they are having their championships. And frankly, their championships look really, really fun. They are happening the 18th to the 19th of May. And look, maybe you're in Singapore and you're going to be able to go over and that'll be amazing. I am willing to bet that for the majority of you, I don't want to be rude here, you're probably not going to be able to. I'm not going to be able to because you kind of have to go to Singapore. That's going to be a little bit awkward. You got until May the 6th to sign up if anyone's interested. But clearly, oh, and you have to have signed in on the Singapore website, etc. But look, we're not going to be playing in this, most of us, and that's absolutely fine. Because what is important is what's happening all around and some of the cool stuff I can show you. One just little side note here, which I really do think is fantastic. They have increased the number of World Championship attendance spots. Last year there were 7. This year there are 12. There are 12 spots, which is 5 more than last year, and it's going to be the top ranking players from the season and the top ranking players in the Championship Points leaderboard. Basically, there are more people from Singapore going to Worlds this year. And look, 12 invites might not sound like a lot, especially when you see the number of invites being given out in Europe and North America, etc. But look, anytime more people get to go and play at Worlds, as far as I am concerned, that's a good thing. Go team. But this is something we've kind of seen before, and I want to show you again, because this is wild to me. T-shirts. It wasn't even a t-shirt, like a proper button-up shirt. There is like a literal shirt being given away to the winner, and it's a really nice shirt. Like, I would legitimately wear this shirt. Now, let's be honest with you, I'm not going to the Singapore Championships. If I was going to the Singapore Championships, the reality is I probably wouldn't win. I don't think that's an unfair statement to make. But I don't even really care. I just love this shirt. It's got all the energy symbols. Look, if you look at the back, it's like, oh, it's a nice little kind of circle made of lines. But then you go around to the front of the shirt, and the lines are actually the energy symbols flying onto the front of the shirt. You've got the Pokémon trading card game logo on the back. You got the Singapore Championship logo on the sleeve. I will never own this shirt, but I would like to own this shirt. But then it kind of gets a little bit weird. Because you've got things like the trophy card. Now, the trophy card is wild to me. I love the trophy card. Because the trophy card is Chen-Pao. Like, I cannot be the only one that looks at that and is just kind of like, what? Why? Why is it Chien-pao? I don't know. But it totally is. If we look at other Asian territories, we've got the usual trophy cards, which are the kind of top 4. You get Pikachu, which is actually the most sought after because it's got Pikachu. And then second place is your first partner Pokémon from the new game, or the relevant game, whatever they might be at the time. And then the winners get your box legendaries from whatever the game might be at the time. It's so bizarre to actually see a Chen-Pao, like a regular Chen-Pao, just with a stamp, being used as a trophy card at this massive championship. It makes no real sense to me whatsoever, and I kind of love it. Like, are they trying to tell us that Chen-Pao is the hands-down best deck in the format, and it's so good they've got to use Chen-Pao as a trophy card? Because honestly, I'm kind of hoping that's the case. And look, we know Chen-Pao is a good deck. Been good since it came out. Chen-Pao is legit. But is it good enough to be the trophy card for the Singapore Championships? I honestly really hope so. Like, my hope here is that whoever wins the Singapore Championships wins it with Chen-Pao and then wins a Chien-pao trophy card, and that would just be absolutely amazing to me. Don't know why they're doing it this way round, Makes no sense, but I absolutely love it. So you get a shirt for winning, and you get yourself a Chen-Pao trophy card, which doesn't make a huge amount of sense. What else is going on there? Well, they've also got themselves some sleeves. The sleeves are cool. Now, the sleeves, the good thing is, are, I believe, sold. I believe they've been sold as well. Like they've been sold before, which is lovely. So you don't need to worry too much about it. You can rock up and get the sleeves. They've got the 4 Pokemon on we've been looking at for this video. I'll tell you more about all of them in a moment, but they are all on there, and that's lovely. And then we've also got Playmats, which seem to be top 16 and above. These usually end up actually being stamped with the finishing place. So, yeah, that's kind of cool. And again, we got the same artwork featuring those same Pokemon. And if you like those Pokemon, that's awesome. And if you don't like those Pokemon, well, I don't know. We'll talk about them more in a second, I suppose. They are very cool Playmats. But let's talk more about those Pokemon. Because generally speaking, what Pokemon tends to do here is they use Pokemon on these graphics that are good in the TCG. That's kind of the point. And before you all go wossy, they're not always right. No, they're not always right. And the reason that they're not always right is actually super simple. The reason they're not always right is because these things have to be designed like months in advance. Like you'll notice Ogerpon, Teal Mask Ogerpon, is on this key art despite the fact that it's not out yet. And it's not out for several weeks. So I kind of love this. Like, obviously Pikachu's on there. I don't put much stock in Pikachu being on there. But Roaring Moon, Iron Valiant, and Teal Mask Ogerpon. Now, there is a counter-argument here. And the counter-argument here basically is, well, that's your box Legendaries and Scarlet and Violet and the main Pokemon from the first DLC. Yeah, fine, that could actually be what's going on here. I kind of hope not. That's a little bit boring for my liking. But I have to acknowledge that that could actually be the case. However, I think it's their way of basically saying, these are going to be good. And we know that Roaring Moon is good. We know that having an attack that can like one-hit KO literally any Pokemon around is clearly a very, very good thing. And the single prizer as well is actually a very nice card. 2 energy, 70 damage, 10 more for each ancient Pokemon in your discard pile. That's a very, very good thing. We know that Iron Valiant is quite good. It's not amazing. It's quite good. It's topped some tournaments, don't get me wrong. You know, Tachyon bits, dropping 2 damage counters on a Pokemon when you go into the active. It's clearly got some potential here, but let's make no bones about it. It has not proven to be an amazing top tier deck. It has had some good finishes. It is a decent deck. We have to wait and see exactly how good it is. And then Teal Mask Ogerpon. I am really on the fence about Teal Mask Ogerpon because I think this could be an amazing card. I think there is potential here for this to legitimately be like a stunning, amazing card. Because you've got the ability Teal Dance, lets you attach a grass energy to it and draw a card. And then you've got Myriad Leaf Shower, does 30 damage for each energy attached to both active Pokemon. But then, of course, you've got Ogre's Mask, that lets you swap this for another one. And then, of course, you got all the other ones, like I particularly like Cornerstone Mask, because you are blocking attacks or damage from attacks from Pokemon that have an ability. So I'm just putting it out there that I think that this is actually a very good card. And I kind of love that for the sleeves and the mats, they've gone, I believe this is what they're doing. Hey, these are good. You should be excited. Is it weird that you get a shirt for doing well in the event? Yes. 100%. Is it weird that the champion trophy, the frame for the trophy is absolutely stunning? Is it weird that it's a Chen-Pao rather than the other ones we've seen in the past? Yes. Yes, it is. Is it a little bit weird that they've got Teal Mask Ogerpon on here already? Yeah, honestly, it kind of is. Lots of stuff about this tournament are weird, but frankly, I just love this. And if there was any way I could get to this event, I think the key art is brilliant. I think all the prizes are brilliant. And I just absolutely love it. For now, I want to know what you think. I want to know if you're as excited about the Singapore Championships as I am, or whether you're just looking at this and being like, nah, mate, It's not for me, and that's okay. So let me know in the comment section, would you? Get us? Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at @TheWasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, and all kinds of fun things. And get shout-outs on the channel, like the lovely Eric Ridgway, who's been a supporter of ours for a while now and is a very lovely person. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.